Hello, hello. Now for the first time since September 27th, we have a new chapter of One Piece, which is... I can't tell you how hype. I can't tell you how hype because I gotta remember what was happening at the end of the last one. A whole lot of stuff. Drake has betrayed and betrayed again, now trying to ally with the Straw Hats, having revealed himself to be a super secret triple-double agent, having been working for the Marines this entire time. Then there's a big dinosaur fight. Really cute scene where Usopp blames it on Nami. The head button girl and Page One start trying to attack our weakling trio, or the weakling duo in this case. They start fighting Scratchman and Pooh. A bunch of the numbers are down for the count, but this big one, Hacha, still ready to fight. Holy crap, these guys are huge. They try to lure it outside to start fighting there. Sure. Apu is fighting a lot of people. And now Queen shows up with his handgun machine gun. Up on the roof, Jack is down, the tusk is broken, and Kaido is pissed in kind of a half-human, half-dragon form. The Sulong power of the two generals of the Mink army is dang strong indeed. Kaido starts spamming beams of energy. This is the thing that annihilated the castle. But now, all of the samurai are coming out. And Kinemon, that's right, Kinemon cuts through Kaido's attack. Just like he did way back in Punk Hazard when he cut through the explosion. Ooh, I love it. All right. Yeah, I'm hyped. Okay, this is 992. We get a lovely color spread. They're hanging out on a sea train. A lovely, colorful sea train far out in the ocean. Is this a new generation of Water 7 train, perhaps? Doesn't really look like the Puffing Tom or... I forgot the name of the other water train. What the heck? What is wrong with me? Puffing Tom and... Like, the Puffing Tom is a reference to a real-world train, one of the first steam locomotives. And the other one is some sort of reference to... Rocket Man! Yeah, okay. So... Big Mom is talking with Perospero, her first son, who has finally arrived here at Onigashima, having ridden in on a little candy slug. Do you mean the day that you become the king of the pirates? Do you kids trust me? Despite your invitation to work together, it seems our mutual goal of vanquishing the Ogre Kaido is no more. So Marco, who also just showed up, was teaming up with the Big Mom Pirates to take down Kaido, or at least that was at some point the plan? Crazy, cool, interesting. So, now Marco, I guess, becomes fully on the side of the Straw Hats and stuff. Bring out these whippersnappers. So sad how Wiper's remnants have lost their way. Staking the meaning of the word remnants. And Pop's voice is binding us to his will. Everyone who's left is free. Oh, Marco's so cool. Look at his glasses. He's so cool. Dead men give no orders. Do as you will. Big Mom's kind of cool too. I don't know. In this moment of like mutual respect and acknowledgement, I think that's pretty sweet. Okay. Carrot wants to go fight Perospero because Perospero is the one that finished off Pedro, that caused Pedro to have that huge moment of sacrifice to bust them out of the candy lock. Meanwhile, back in the banquet hall where like 12 dozen fights are happening. I'll go in the tatami room with us. Can you imagine? Oh, this is another one of the headliners. Or no. What are they called? The Dopiropo? Oh my gosh. They have some name like that. They're not headliners. They're not quite the leaders. They're somewhere in between. This one is Gigantic Geisha Lady. Fantastic. And, she's just chilling. The samurai having this climactic, generations in the making showdown with Kaido as the biwa strums. That sonorous bang, 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 bang. Ooh, ooh, I love it. I love it. Okay. They're dodging Kaido pretty well. They're kind of engaging him on their terms. His roaring turns to lightning. Oh man, that's so friggin' badass. I love all of these mystical dragon fruits. Or dragon fruits. Oh my gosh, that was kind of a Freudian slip. Devil fruits. Where it doesn't just turn you into like an animal. It turns you into like a mystical being that can do anything and everything that it's depicted in lore. At Oda's will, Kaido can have any sort of dragon trope apply to him. It's phenomenal. It's just this imaginative writing where you kind of live and flourish within the existing imaginations of the reader. Big Sulong scratch from the Cat Viper doing the Crimson Cat dance. It's so hard to tell if any of these attacks are working on Kaido. Up in the air. Yes! Dude, it's Kawamatsu, my favorite. The Kappa Boy. Using an attack called River of Sea, which to me doesn't make any sense. And it looks like their attacks are hurting Kaido. Oh, snap. Is this actually working? Oh, no, Kawamatsu gets smacked. All of the animals are fighting here. Dogstrom, who lost a leg, has just put a sword in his leg. As is tradition in One Piece, you just stick swords wherever you can. Does this amazing launching stab attack, and it's working. It's working. It's not just stuff is bouncing off Kaido. It's not just like Kaido is vaguely flinching and doesn't seem to care. Like, this is all very incremental chip damage, but it's something. Which is something quite remarkable, because when we look at how people have engaged with, like, Yonkos before, granted, Whitebeard was, like, old and medicated and near the end of his life, but it was only, like, kind of surprise attacks and stuff that could get him. Big Mom, they had this whole elaborate scheme of smashing the photograph of her mom in order to just scratch her, in order to just put one dent into her. They thought if they didn't go to that length, her exoskeleton or whatever would just be totally impenetrable. And then Kaido, up until this point, has been shown with even greater levels in that extent. There's the one where Luffy, like, elephant guns him, and he just kind of, like, gunk, like, bonk. He, like, doesn't seem to get hurt. It's just the sheer weight of the attack shifts him a little bit. And then before that, of course, falling off of Sky Island, just kind of casually strolling through barrages of attacks, soloing battleships and stuff. It seems insane, and I'm not quite sure how to parse this. That someone like Dogstrom, who of course is very strong, but is really able to just stab Kaido like this. I think there's something else going on. I think we're supposed to take away that there's something magical. Well, not magical, but something in the world of the series. Some additional bit of lore having to do with Odin and that legacy and just the climactic fatefulness of this fight that makes these attacks work where in the past they wouldn't have. Yeah, none of these attacks bear a resemblance to Odin's blades, so why can they cut me? Right, because the only one who cut him in the past was Odin. My scrolls can wrap around anything in existence. Oh, yo, that is so cool. That's so, like, video gamey. That's just like Villager's Pocket in Animal Crossing. That's so hype. I don't know. I just anything that, yeah, just like throwing it back at them and stuff. There's so much hype about this. Attacked with his own flames. Kaido taking serious damage up here. Will Luffy even get to fight him? Teaching. No thank you. We have our own styles of fighting. Odin, sword style is the greatest there is. Why won't they learn it? Because they would have fought a great big fight over who would be your foremost disciple. They love you so much they would have killed each other. Whoa, and then they all take the Odin 2-style sword stance? All along they had been secretly learning it, even though they refused to have Odin teach them? Or perhaps after Odin's death, that's when they picked it up. And yet somehow, even without doing this, the spirit of Odin has been infused in all of their attacks. That everything they were doing carried the same weight of Odin's fateful sword, able to put a dent in Kaido's mighty body. You waste your time with this cheap intimidation. Right on the same cut. Right on the same scar after these decades. They just land it. The Paradise Tatsuka. Now, how much damage will this really do? There's no way the arc is over. There's like a million other fights we have to look at too. Big Mom is still on the loose. So much more needs to happen. But could this be like... I don't know. This is going to provoke something. Some escalation in the battle further. That will kind of put a new urgency, a new spin on the whole arc. Because I assume Luffy's still going to fight Kaido at some point, right? Am I crazy? That the shonen protagonist should fight the big antagonist at the end of the arc? Or is that an outdated way of thinking in 2020? Alright, that was hype. Lived up to my long wait and expectations. Looking forward to next week, because it is just next week. We'll get a new chapter. Bye-bye for now.